welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you a highly contested game between Blue Valley Northwest Huskies and the Blue Valley West Jaguars. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants. First from Blue Valley Northwest.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm a senior.
I'm Jack, and I'm a senior.
I'm Andrew, and I'm a junior.
I'm Fedra, and I'm a junior.
I'm Emily, and I'm a junior.
And our competitors from Blue Valley West.
I'm Danny, and I'm a senior.
I'm Tyler, and I'm a senior.
I'm Walker, and I'm a junior.
I'm Peter, and I'm a junior.
I'm Whit, and I'm a junior.
All right, here on Categories, in the first round, a team is asked a question. If the team does respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal, and we will take turns answering questions every other question. And first of all, we did a coin toss before we started taping, and our coin toss was won by Blue Valley West. So West, here is the first question. It's science, geology. This is a layer of rock through which groundwater percolates. What is it called? Walker?
A well?
Cannot accept well. Huskies, chance to steal this science geology question. This is a layer of rock through which groundwater percolates. What is it called? Michael?
Water shelf.
Cannot accept water shelf. We're looking for aquifer. Aquifer. Huskies, you do get the next question, and the category is music lyrics. Here's actually a song lyric. What's been the ruin of many poor boy in New Orleans? Name the song. Jaguars, chance to steal this music lyrics question from this lyric. What's been the ruin of many poor boy in New Orleans? Walker?
Mardi Gras.
It is not Mardi Gras. It's the House of the Rising Sun. The House of the Rising Sun. Jaguars, next category for you is music composers. This versatile Russian-born composer created over 100 works, including symphonies, concertos, chamber pieces, masses, cantatas, piano sonatas, ballets, and one polka for a circus elephant. Name this composer of The Rite of Spring. Walker?
Igor Stravinsky.
That's who we're looking for. Northwest, fine arts, paintings is your category. Michelangelo painted 343 figures on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, each from 10 to 18 feet high. How many years did it take him to finish this work? Andrew?
40.
It's not 40. Jaguars, chance to steal this fine arts paintings category. Michelangelo painted 343 figures on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, each from 10 to 15 feet high. How many years did it take him to finish this work? Walker?
3.
It is not 3. It's 4 years. 4 years. Jaguars, you do get the next category. Science, chemistry. By a sequence of alpha and beta decays, isotopes of uranium, thorium, and actinium pass through a series of other elements until they are finally become stable isotopes. Tyler?
Lead.
It is lead. Huskies, geography is your category. What country has 6% of the world's people but produces 50% of the world's garbage? Andrew?
The United States.
It is the United States. West, U.S. history, presidents to be exact. It's a quote. I made my mistakes, but in all my years of public life, I have never profited from public service. I have earned every cent. I welcome this kind of examination because people have got to know whether their president. Danny?
Richard Nixon.
It is Richard Nixon. That's who we were looking for. Huskies, science is the category. What effect do tsunamis have on ships far out at sea? Andrew?
None.
None is correct. Jaguars, geography is the category. What is the only nation to cover an entire continent? Walker?
Australia.
Australia is correct.
Might.
Huskies, British history is your category. What name was given to the British Coercive Acts of 1774? Michael?
The Intolerable Acts.
The Intolerable Acts, exactly what we're looking for. Jaguars, economics vocabulary. These statistics are sensitive to changes in the state of the economy. Monthly, the news speaking of this index, the index of leading ones. This gives an idea of the future economic health. What term am I looking for? Huskies, chance to steal this economics vocabulary category. These statistics are sensitive to changes in the state of the economy. Monthly, the news speaks of the index of leading ones. This gives an idea of future economic health. What term?
Futures contract?
That is incorrect, Jack. We're looking for economic indicators. Economic indicators. Northwest, your category is sports, Olympics. Which Olympic 2004 Olympic event was held at the site of the ancient Olympic Games in Olympia, Greece? Fedra?
Track and field.
It is not track and field. Jaguars, chance to steal this sports Olympics category. Which 2004 Olympic event was held at the site of the ancient? Danny?
Discus.
It is not discus, it's shot put. Shot put. West, general knowledge is the category. What member of the herring family, an important food fish, is named after a Mediterranean island? Huskies, chance to steal this general knowledge category. What member of the herring family, an important food fish, is named after a Mediterranean island? It's the sardine. The sardine. Northwest, math, geometry is your category. Plane geometry is the study of two-dimensional figures. What was the standard plane geometry textbook for centuries? Jaguars, chance to steal this math geometry category. Plane geometry is the study of two-dimensional figures. What was the standard plane geometry textbook for centuries? Whit?
Euclid, Geometria.
Cannot accept that. We're looking for Euclid's elements. Elements. West, you do get the next category, which is vocabulary word origin. We may refer to this any obnoxious animal by this term, which comes from the Latin for worm. What's the word? Danny?
Obnoxious.
Cannot accept that. Huskies, vocabulary word origin is the category, chance to steal. We may refer to any obnoxious animal by this term, which comes from the Latin for worm.
Vermin?
Excuse me?
Vermin?
Vermin, that is correct. Emily, make sure I call on you
Oh,
before
I'm
you answer.
sorry.
Vermin is correct. Huskies, you have the next category. It's literature. What book detailing life in the most infamous Confederate Civil War prison won McKinley Cantor the Pulitzer Prize in 1956? West, chance to steal this literature category. What book detailing life in the most infamous Confederate Civil War prison won McKinley Cantor the Pulitzer Prize in 1956? Walker?
The Red Badge of Courage.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Andersonville. Andersonville. West, next category for you, art, terminology. This simple method of applying a design or lettering involves a stiff card in which a pattern has been cut. This card is laid on a flat surface and paint is applied, leaving the design where the card was cut away. Name this technique. Whit.
Engraving.
It is not engraving. Northwest, chance to steal this art terminology category. This simple method of applying design or lettering involves a stiff card in which a pattern has been cut. The card is laid on a flat surface and paint is applied, leaving the design where the card was cut away. Name this technique. Phaedra?
Stenciling.
Stenciling is correct. Huskies, presidential history is your category. On January 20th, new presidents are sworn in as prescribed by the Constitution. However, until the 20th Amendment changed it, inauguration date was March 4th. Who was the last president to be inaugurated on March 4th? Andrew?
Roosevelt? Teddy Roosevelt?
It is not Teddy Roosevelt. Jaguars. Danny?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
That is correct. Government taxes is your category, Jaguars. U.S. government and taxes. The tax deducted directly from one's paycheck is called what? Danny?
Income tax.
Cannot accept income tax. Huskies, chance to steal this U.S. government taxes question. Tax deducted directly from one's paycheck is called what? Michael?
Graduated income tax.
Cannot accept that either. We're looking for withholding tax. Withholding tax. Huskies, geography, landforms is the category. What land region of the Netherlands, called the Dunes, rises 15 to 25 feet above sea level? Excuse me, the land region of the Netherlands, called the Dunes, rises 15 to 25 feet above sea level. What is the land called which lies below sea level and is protected by the dikes? Andrew?
The Lowlands?
Cannot accept that. Jaguars, geography, landforms is your category. The land region of the Netherlands, called the Dunes, rises 15 to 25 feet above sea level. What is the land called which lies below sea level and is protected by the dikes? Whit?
Holland.
Cannot accept Holland. We're looking for polders. Polders. West, next category for you is literature. With the inhabitants of what city was O. Henry's The 4 Million concerned? Time on that. Huskies, chance to steal this literature category. With the inhabitants of what city was O. Henry's The 4 Million concerned? Jack?
New York City.
New York City, exactly right. Huskies, next category for you is math. A carpenter needs boards for 6 large shelves. Each of the shelves will be 10 feet, 8 inches long. How many board feet of lumber will he end up using? Jaguars, chance to steal this math category. Danny?
64 feet.
64 feet is correct. West, the next category for you is economics. Lawrence Klein, Nobel Prize winner in economics, once said that the inflationary surge of the 1970s begun with which war? Danny?
The Vietnam War.
The Vietnam War is correct. Northwest, vocabulary is your category. We will go ahead and finish this question. Identify this 9-letter word. Relating, this is the definition, relating to the ideals of ancient Greeks and Romans. Phaedra?
Is it Renaissance?
Cannot accept Renaissance. Jaguars, chance to steal this vocabulary question. Identify this 9-letter word. Peter?
Classicism.
It is not classicism. We're looking for classical, classical. And that does end our first half here with a tightly contested game right now with Blue Valley Northwest a score of 6 and Blue Valley West with a score of 7. As we head into halftime, we do go to a member of each team to give us a campus update. And from Blue Valley Northwest, we have Jack. Jack, what is happening with the Huskies?
Our boys basketball team is doing really well this year. We have become ranked in second in the state, and we're ranked in the top 50 nationally. Our theater department is opening this weekend with a show of The Drowsy Chaperone. It's a musical comedy. And finally, we had a Spirit Week cut short by the Snowmageddon.
So a couple Spirit days were sleep-in days.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I can understand that. And Blue Valley West, Danny, what is happening with the Jaguars?
Well, our basketball team is doing slightly less exceptionally than the Blue Valley Northwest team, but they're still doing pretty well in their own right. We have our Seussical opening up next week from the theater department, and we also had our Spirit Week cut short, rather short by the snow days. And today, incidentally, was Valentine's Day at Blue Valley West, so very festive atmosphere.
Fantastic. And are there any plans for either school to make up those Spirit days?
No.
No, not if you have to come back during the summer. You're just going to have a Spirit Week in the summer?
Yes.
Okay. All right, as we head into the second round here on categories, it is our lightning round in which questions are placed on the floor for either team to answer. But before we go to the direct questions, we will have our look and listen question for both teams. And there will be a monitor displaying the look and listen question as well as being displayed for you at home. And this is worth 2 points. So teams, there are 2 answers involved. I need both answers for you to receive the 2 points. Here it is. It's a look and listen. It's a 2-part look and listen where we need both answers to get the question right. Name the mission and the scientific discovery it achieved in the following clip.
But with embarrassing crashes on the launch pad, Ike gave the Army 90 days to launch a satellite. Van Allen was ready with a scientific payload.
Time, late evening, Friday, January 31st, 1958, in a blockhouse at Kannapolis.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire command. Fire command. Wing command.
Either team. Michael?
Explorer 1, and it put the first U.S. satellite into orbit.
Cannot accept that. Blue Valley West, would you like the chance to steal the look and listen question? Walker?
The Apollo mission, and it put people on the moon.
Cannot accept that either. It is Explorer 1, but the scientific discovery in which it had was the detection of the Van Allen radiation belts. So no point awarded on the look and listen question, even though if you were wearing 3D glasses at home, you probably saw a wonderful, wonderful display there. All right, both teams, hands on the buzzers because we're in the lightning round. And the first category is Shakespeare. Which of Shakespeare's characters was referred to as the melancholy Dane? Peter.
Hamlet.
Hamlet is correct. Film for both teams. With what color was the movie sequel to The Hustler concerned? Looking for The Color of Money. The Color of Money. Both teams, Russian history is the category. The Mongolian conquerors of Russia were known as what? Walker?
The Golden Horde.
The Golden Horde is correct, and you've opened up a bit of a lead here, 9-6. U.S. geography for both teams. What state is known for lush grass, racehorses, and wit?
Kentucky.
Kentucky is correct. History, famous leaders for both teams. In his last public address, who said, "I have been to the mountaintop and I've seen," Danny?
Martin Luther King Jr.
That is also correct. Science, biology for both teams. What term refers to whip-like cellular projections used for Fedra?
Flagella.
Flagella is correct. Both teams, arts, fine arts, sculpture. In the world of sculpture, what is meant by living stone? 2 famous U.S. sculptures carved in living stone are found at Mount Rushmore and Stone Mountain. Peter.
Living stone is when you carve right out of the mountain face as opposed to sort of getting stone from a quarry.
Correct. It's carved in their natural or existing position. Very good. Yeah. Literature for both teams. What is the actual title of the publication sometimes called Mao's Little Red Book? Quotations of Chairman Mao is what we were looking for. Quotations of Chairman Mao. Another literature question for both teams. In what century were Chaucer's Canterbury Tales written? Walker?
The 14th.
14th is correct. General knowledge for both teams. What is the major difference between horns and antlers? Jack?
Antlers can regrow.
Antlers regrow, that's correct. Horns do not. Sports for both teams. Name 3 forms of exercise in a triathlon. Danny?
Swimming, biking, and running.
Those are the 3. World history for both teams. The official calendar of the French Revolution divided the year into 12 months of 30 days each. That left 5 remaining days in each year. What was the purpose of those 5 days? Walker?
To realign to the solar calendar.
Cannot accept that. Huskies, chance to steal this world history question. The official calendar of the French Revolution divided the year into 12 months of 30 days each. That left 5 remaining days in each year. What was the purpose of those 5 days? Jack?
Celebration.
Celebration and feast. That is correct. Both teams, world languages is the category. The official language of all Central American countries is Spanish, except for which one? Andrew?
Brazil.
Cannot accept that. Danny?
Belize.
Belize, Central American, and it is English. Both teams, science, medicine is the question. The term nephralgia refers to pain in what organ? Danny?
Kidney.
Kidney is correct. World geography for both teams. What country in the world has the most land frontiers? Jack?
Australia.
That is incorrect. West, chance to steal this world geography category. What country in the world has the most land frontiers? Walker?
Russia?
It is not Russia. It is China. China. Government law is the category, and it is multiple choice. Double jeopardy can occur only after a person has tried for a crime, countersues another. Michael?
Tried for a crime.
Tried for a crime. Very good. Music. Anthems is the next category for both teams. What is the world's oldest national anthem? Walker?
Is it La Marseillaise?
It is not. Huskies, chance to steal this music anthems category. What is the world's oldest national anthem? Andrew?
La Marcha Royale.
It is not. We are looking for God Save the Queen or God Save the King. Literature for both teams. In 1939, Ernest Vincent wrote a 50,000-word novel titled Gadsby, without including what letter of the alphabet? Tyler?
E.
E is correct. Vocabulary for both teams. Another 9-letter word. Says, identify this 9-letter word by the definition. And here's the definition. Any one of 3 coordinates determining a position in space. Danny?
Triplanar.
Cannot accept triplanar. Jack?
Bearing.
It is not bearing. We're looking for dimension. Dimension. Kind of a strange definition for dimension, in my opinion. Economics for both teams. What curve shows the quantity of goods consumers are willing to buy at various prices? Michael?
Supply and demand curve.
Cannot accept that. West, chance to steal this economics category. What curve shows the quantity of goods consumers are willing to buy at various prices? Danny?
Demand curve.
It is just the demand curve. That is correct. Geography for both teams. What major North American lake spelled backwards is the name of a Northwest European island nation? Lake Erie on that one. Science, biology for both teams. The tiny structures in a cell that carry on metabolic activities are collectively known as what? Peter.
Organelles.
Organelles is correct. Film for both teams. In the film, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Arthur Dent discovers that Earth is about to be destroyed for what reason?
To construct a bypass.
To construct a bypass or a space highway. Spelling for both teams. How do you spell surveillance? Danny.
S-U-R-V-E-I-L-L-A-N-C-E.
Surveillance. Very good. Literature for both teams. Listen to the following quotation and tell me the Dickens novel it opens. Teach these boys and girls nothing but facts. Facts alone are wanted in life. Plan nothing else and root out everything else. You can always form the minds of reasoning animals on facts. Nothing else will ever be of any service to them. Andrew?
Oliver Twist.
It's not Oliver Twist. West, chance to steal this literature category. Listen to the following quotation and tell me the Dickens novel it opens. Teach these boys and girls nothing but facts. Facts alone are wanted in life. Plan nothing else and root out everything else. You can always form the minds of reasoning animals on facts. Nothing else will ever be of any service to them. Peter.
David Copperfield.
It's not David Copperfield. It's Hard Times. Hard Times. Almost read the whole opening page. Math is the next category for both teams. What would be the volume of a cube which has the total surface area of 24 square inches? Andrew.
64.
That is incorrect. Jaguars, chance to steal. Tyler?
8.
8 is correct. Geography, islands for both teams. Which of the Windward Islands belong 7 times to the English and 7 times to the French in the Caribbean? Danny?
Aruba.
It is not Aruba. Huskies, chance to steal this geography islands category. Which of the Windward Islands in the Caribbean belong 7 times to the English and 7 times to the French? Phaedra?
Curacao.
It is not Curacao. It is St. Lucia. St. Lucia. Both teams, ancient history is the category. In 429 BC, about half of the population of this great city perished in an epidemic of the plague. Among those spared was the doctor Hippocrates. What city suffered this fate? Danny.
Athens.
It is Athens. Science, electricity for both teams. Whose law states that a steady current through any part of an electrical circuit is directly proportional to the electromotive force applied? Tyler.
Ohm's law.
Ohm's law is correct. Next category for both teams is literature. In which of these novels did a 16-year-old boy who was expelled from school go to New York City to find himself? Andrew.
To Catcher in the Rye.
It is Catcher in the Rye. Geography for both teams. This city is the cultural and economic center of the Russian Far East, home port to the Russian naval and fishing fleets. Name it. Danny.
Vladivostok.
Vladivostok is exactly right. And with that correct answer, you have upped your score just by 1 more. And the final score we have tonight is Blue Valley West 25 and Blue Valley Northwest 11. Please make sure you join us here on Categories next time as we bring you another highly contested game of trivia with the best and brightest high school minds in Johnson County.
compete to answer questions on Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you a contest between the oldest Blue Valley High School and the newest Blue Valley High School as the Blue Valley Tigers take on the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. And let's go ahead and meet our contestants. First of all, from Blue Valley.
I'm Gotham, class of 2011.
I'm Elin, class of 2011.
I'm Holden, class of 2011.
I'm Alan, class of 2012.
And I'm Spencer, class of 2012.
And our competitors from Blue Valley Southwest.
Hey, I'm Pavan. I'm a junior.
I'm Ross. I'm also a junior.
I'm Case, and I'm a junior.
I'm James, and I'm a senior.
All right. James, don't worry, you will not lose a point for answering incorrectly on that one. All right, as we begin here on categories in the first round, a question is asked of one team, and if they respond correctly, they earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. We did a coin toss before we started taping, and it was won by Blue Valley Southwest. So Timberwolves, here is the first category. It's U.S. history. The Pony Express only operated for a year and a half and carried messages between what towns in Missouri and California? Ross?
Independence and San Francisco.
That is incorrect. Tigers, chance to steal this U.S. history category. The Pony Express only operated for a year and a half and carried messages between what towns in Missouri and California? Goth?
Independence and Sacramento.
Close. It was St. Joseph and Sacramento. No point on that one. Tigers, you do get the next category, which is science chemistry. Chemically unreactive metals, such as gold, silver, and platinum, are known as what? Elin?
Inert.
Cannot accept inert. T-Wolves, chance to steal this science chemistry category. Chemically unreactive metals, such as gold, silver, and platinum, are known as what? Ross?
Earth.
Cannot accept that. We're looking for noble metals. Noble metals. Timberwolves, literature is the category. Nathaniel Hawthorne made a famous distinction between the novel and the romance in the preface to which of his novels? Time on that. Tigers, chance to steal this literature category. Nathaniel Hawthorne